What's up, guys? This is Heis, and today we're playing Derail Valley. But today we're playing with my buddy kAN in multiplayer. That's right, they've modded multiplayer into Derail Valley. The mod works pretty surprisingly well, and it's a lot of fun. Links down in the description below if you'd like to check it out, of course. But without further ado, let's jump into the game and enjoy a little bit of the Train podcast with kAN and Heis.
Oh boy, I think my train's ready. That's really quiet though. Hello.
Hello, sir. I mean, hello. Madam, sir. Yeah.
Where are you? Oh, you're up here. Hello. Are you in here?
No.
Where'd you go?
I jumped off to say hi to you, but now you're on the footplate. Yeah. Apparently, it's a default Unity character, as you can tell by the Unity logo in a place.
Yeah. No, I can see the Unity logo. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So, the mod authors
feels very train.
It's so train. It's appropriate. You know, I think the jacket situation thing. As long as it's made out of cotton, it should be fine. Yeah, although like the leggings, I'm not sure. You know,
maybe not having a 6-foot-long ponytail that sways in the wind would probably be a good idea.
It's not ideal for the safety sake of operating a locomotive, not at all. Yeah. But just keep your hair out of all the moving and rotating equipment, and it'll be fine.
No, exactly. So. Where's our load? What are we grabbing?
Okay, so we've got this big honkin' string of iron ore. We'll start with that.
TBK 573.
It should be. Let me go grab the job. I didn't grab it earlier when we were in the station, but
check what job it was.
Yeah, well, I think there's only like 3 jobs here right now, so it's gonna be that one. The one with all the cars. Yes, it is the FH39 is the load designation.
Yeah. Okay.
We've got 103 minutes, so I'm just gonna put it in, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's on track B4 outbound. So I guess I'll be your brakeman and you'll be the engineer? Question mark?
I don't know. Every time we used to play like a little bit of multiplayer, not multiplayer, Derail Valley.
Yeah.
And then we did like races, I guess.
Right.
And a lot of the time when we did those, I struggled to. Not run out of steam. Are you getting the engine? I thought you were putting the
okay, so you want me to be the engineer? That was what I was trying to solve. Okay.
For now, anyway. At least,
for now, yeah. Okay. Well, here we go. I'll get the engine over there and then we'll sort it out.
Crazy shunting skills while I read the manual on this locomotive. And notice the shunting score is a 2.9. Heis, very bad.
It's a bit of a big choo-choo. So it's probably not the world's most ideal thing for switching, but it's fine. You can. Any port in a storm.
It has like a really high maintenance score. Like it's really energy efficient, cheap on repairs. I guess I don't know.
Well, that is, that's the joy of a steam engine is that, they can be maintained relatively with simple tools. They're not super complex. There's not much that's electrical or nuanced or systems. Everything is very simple mechanical. Therefore, maintaining one, it can be a ton of physical work and a ton of machine work and stuff like that, but they're not complicated beasts,
I like the ease of operation score is a resounding.
You have proven that several times over. I think that it's the ease of operations pretty well.
Yeah, it's worse than the 060 even apparently.
Well, I guess the 060 is a little bit easier, and the 060 has lights in the cab, and the 282 doesn't for some reason. So
what's interesting to me too is that they give you the manual for the diesel mechanical now. So they're like, here's the diesel mechanical, right? But they still don't give you the shifting layout
right.
in this manual.
The shift pattern.
You're still like just grinding gears until you get it right.
Right. kAN, we're playing multiplayer Derail Valley, and you haven't even lined me into the train yet.
Yeah, I know. I was just letting you get, the expert, or whatever. You're lined in now. You're fine.
Awesome. Thank you.
17 cars.
17. That's
I don't know. I'm guessing.
It's fine. We'll teach them car counts, and next week we'll do shapes.
4 cars?
4 cars. 5? Okay.
I don't know how long a car is. How long is a car?
Well, look at the car, and you will determine how long it is by seeing the way it is.
You know what? Let me back up far enough here so I can really tell.
Let's see.
You're probably 1 car now, maybe? 1.5?
1.5.
Half a car?
I'm going the wrong direction.
Maybe a quarter car? I turned the brakes off on the whole train. Is that a problem?
If I hit it that hard, yeah, probably. It's fine. Oh, no.
It's running away.
Okay, well, I'll chase it.
Heis, I might have
You gonna tie us in?
No, like for some reason it's not letting me tie it in. Why is it okay? Weird. The one on the car is not letting me tie in for some reason. So we're just
you hooked the air in, but you didn't. Okay,
yeah, well,
it's fine.
Just I'm gonna blame it on multiplayer. There we go. I got it.
You get it?
We're tied in.
Okay, good.
How bad is it? These hoses, they just pull apart, right? Like if you actually hook in the hoses, or will they snap the connectors?
They will pull apart. They're designed to pull apart, so that you can just separate that way. I have had, in certain situations, if you have the angle between two hoses be really strange, I have watched a train crew pull a brake pipe out of a car. Nice. Broke the bracket, broke the thing, but that was a case of a really weird, short, obnoxious hose and a weird angle and mismatch and blah blah blah. But generally, 99.9% of the times they just pop apart and then go, and you get all the air to pop out. So,
all right, so I guess we got to go to the steel mill, right?
Yes, yeah, steel mill. Let's see. So we're going to the steel mill, and we're going in on the B3 inbound at the steel mill.
So first things first, if we're gonna run this, we have no coal in the hole.
Yes, it is.
Okay?
The fire has burned out. Well, you're gonna want to put some more in. Do you want to fire or do you want to run?
I don't know. What do I probably need experience in both? What would you like to do?
It doesn't matter to me. I'm just laughing at the fact that you're blushing at me right now while I ask you if you want to fire.
Oh, you are too. That's nice. Only under a certain light, though.
It's fine.
Anyway, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think I need more experience with? We're wasting time here. Our load is decaying.
It's true. Okay. Well, how about you run and I'll fire and we'll see how that goes. So okay. I'm in charge of the water and the fire. You're in charge of making the choo-choo go choo-choo.
I don't have to worry about the injector at all. I just pull it and go.
No, you're literally just gonna run the train, and I
just rip this bar.
Just like that. Yes. Would you like to try again?
Let's just pull the bar a little slower, shall we?
just gently now. It's quite the load we got behind us.
That's fine. So you run the damper too, then, if you're running the fire.
Yes, yeah. I'm in charge of all things fire, water, steam. You're just gonna make the train go.
I just run brakes,
brakes, and the throttle, and the Johnson bar, and the whistle, and yeah, even the ding ding is my responsibility.
When it's overpressure like that, that's your fault.
Yes. Very much so. Oh wow, that's a little goofy. Hey, Con, let's not break a cylinder head off, shall we? Did you hear that? I fixed it for you. I opened up the cylinder cocks.
Where's my cylinder cocks?
They're down there just to the right of the automatic brake valve. You want to leave those open for a little bit. I heard the water sloshing effect, which is far from ideal, as it were. So.
Right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But why don't you?
First time I drove a steam train, I blew out all the seals. It was a good time.
Yeah, that's nobody likes that. So don't do that. Yeah. That whole maintainability thing, it's really good if you don't try and compress the incompressible fluid.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay, so in this situation, do I have to navigate the map then, or is that your job?
I can do that, I guess. But technically it would be the job of our conductor, but we only have the two of us, so.
We need a third, is what you're saying.
The normal train crew back in the day was actually 5 people, so.
2 brakemen?
2 brakemen, a conductor, fireman, engineer. So the conductor is in charge of the train itself. He's the boss. You want to give it a little sand there, bud? Sand, not cylinder cocks. Yeah, like I said, we'll do shapes next week.
I was just bleeding some pressure because I heard a slosh. Do I just leave it full reverser, like full screw?
I mean, I would hook it up a little bit. If you want to not waste all my steam, please, thanks. Maybe halfway-ish.
It's a little jittery in multiplayer, I'm not gonna lie, but it's alright.
It is, but at the end of the day, the folks who modded this in, it's literally a mod to the game.
Oh my God.
And to think of the amount of work that
hair, though.
Yours is a little crazy too. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Your hair just comes down and goes back.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, but the fact that they modded in multiplayer, which is a ridiculously complex thing, and just made it work at all, is super impressive. So.
Yeah.
Okay, God, I need to pay attention to the track here because we leveled off the hill and it's where'd the water go? I swear to God, if I'm responsible for us blowing up the engine in the first like 10 minutes of this episode.
Oh, there is no water. Yeah, you need
it's
to get
fine.
on it, bro.
I'm filling it. There it is. See, look, it's back. It's fine.
So, if I'm trying to like run like the train, should I pull off on the reg now? Because I'm like wide open on the reg here.
Yeah, I mean, we were going uphill, but now you can lessen it back. Yeah, get us up to track speed. You know,
put
whatever.
it to 0 and then just like coast.
Let her coast. Yeah, that's fine. I need to see where the heck are we going. Okay, we've got a 60 km/h limit right now, so you can get it going, but we're gonna be diving downhill shortly here. So you know, be ready to man the brakes.
Like, little less than half reverser.
Well, that should be fine. But yeah, our track speed is 60 right now, so
we're only doing 50. We're fine.
Yeah.
I can't. So okay. So here's a real problem that I have, right? So I'm an engineer. I'm sitting here. Presumably, I'd have a chair because like we don't have chairs, but I have a chair, right?
Right.
I'm driving. I'm holding the throttle. I'm holding the thing, and oh my god, we're going quick. I don't want to use the independent
shut her down, and then take a little set, about a half bar if you could.
How do I?
You've got to move it to application, which is to the right. And now you will probably want to release that. Go all the way to the left because you probably dumped it, which is fine.
How do I? Okay, hold on.
So there's 4 positions on the automatic here in Derail Valley. Okay, it's release, lap, application, and emergency from left to right. And so if you want to take a normal brake set, you just go to application. So you go 2 positions to the right, and then you go back to lap to hold it. It's called non-self-lapping air.
My brake pressure is those 2. They're kind of hidden. Those 2 valves that are hidden.
Yeah, exactly. So you know the normal brake pipe is I think 5 bar. So like a good service set is usually about like a half bar, no more than 1 bar itself.
Like a half bar on the red or a half bar difference.
You want to reduce the one that's at 5 by about a half bar. So bring it down to 4.5 for a decent set.
Interesting.
Yes. Yeah. We'll learn you one of these days. Again, shapes next week, maybe colors the week after.
The brake thing is weird to me because you're like bleeding pressure and then you're holding the pressure at a certain value.
Exactly. Yeah. You bleed it down a little bit, and then by bleeding it, that's what brings the brakes on. And we're gonna want some of that. So, if you could be so kind.
Do I brake?
Yes. Oh God. Okay. Which way do we go at the switch? I don't know.
Left.
Left? Okay. We're going into a 50 and we're doing 65, Con. You want to put some brakes on?
I dumped it a bit.
It's fine. We did not want to go left there, but that's okay. The switch...
Didn't we want to go left?
No, we're just going to go the long way now.
Go right.
Yeah, I mean, we could back up, or we could go the long way.
We're backing up. This is gonna be. We have to go so far because it would push us down into the harbor, and then we'd have to go all around the harbor and then climb out of that nonsense.
Right. Yes. I don't know why the switch, that might be a bug.
I thought you were supposed to pay attention to
I had the switch control out and it just didn't switch. The switch did not switch. So
this feels like the blind leading the blind.
A little bit. Do you want to waste all of the sand? Your sand's still on.
Oh, right. The sand's still on. Yeah. Well,
mechanical is gonna be. They're gonna be mad at us later, but that's okay.
Waste all of it. We just wasted a lot. Okay, it's fine.
Okay, well, why don't you go ahead and bring them back?
So if let me just, I'm trying to, I can't crouch to see where this stupid brake valve
yes,
is.
you can. Really? You can crouch.
How?
Control. Like every other game.
And then I crouch too low now.
Single tier.
Anyway, so if I go the brake line just freezes.
Yep, and then that's application, which reduces it. Yep.
Okay.
And then all the way left brings it up.
What's the red needle? The delta?
The red needle is your brake cylinder, which is actually how much brake is being applied, but it's delayed a little bit, so you can't really rely on that. That's how you know if we have brakes on or not. You want to give it sand.
Listen, I was told not to waste all my sand.
Well, yeah, because we need it right now. You want to like stop first? Just do a little of that. Okay, now try.
Well, I was just dumping all the brakes.
It's fine. It's fine.
We're learning, Heist. I'm trying to learn how to drive first, and it feels like I understand why they invented the automobile at this point. Because this was far too complicated, and they realized a long time ago we just need to give them a forward and a reverse button, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like,
pretty much.
We have a bit of an issue here called we're not moving at all.
Yeah. Remember that whole 1,200 tons, and we're good for 1,000 on a 2% grade, and we're pointed downhill right now. It's fine. I have the power to just make a train arrive real quick. And
you're gonna just shove us back.
we're just gonna spawn in a diesel hydraulic.
If only
real
the
quick
guy who was supposed to pay attention to directions paid attention to
I know,
directions.
he's just
you
the
asked
worst.
me, and I just said the first thing I thought, which was go left. Obviously, it was incorrect.
Evidently, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm still full beans in reverse. Are you?
I've just got it fired up here. Let me full beans and forwards. Dunk.
Yeah, give me.
Go.
Give me a nice little shove.
Where is the sand on this thing? That's the horn. Where is the sand?
That's nice.
I swear to God,
nice.
there's sand somewhere. Oh, there we go. Well, at least you're moving now.
I love how this is going exactly as I thought it would.
Pretty much.
Very predictably. Very well done. I've learned so much about For some reason, we still haven't lost steam pressure, which I'm blown away with. By the way, we are over full on water. Our boiler is full.
Oh yeah. Well, we're going downhill, so like, you know.
Oh, true. Yeah. That
you want to have it.
Okay, we're probably good. You could probably like disappear with that and then hop back on board.
Sure. Now the question for the audience is: do I just leave this here and we discover it later in the playthrough? Or do I despawn it? That's fine. No, we'll just leave it there. It's perfect.
Yeah, you'll come at it at full speed. Why not?
That's never gone wrong in my own playthroughs ever.
First time I joined this world, by the way, Heist and I were testing multiplayer. First time I joined this world, I ran into 6 broken steam locomotives. Count it, 6.
Well, you know, I was testing multiplayer, and huge thank you to Maka, one of the devs of the multiplayer mod. He was testing things with him, and he started talking a lot about how networking works and about how the mod works and everything, and it was fascinating. So but me and my ADHD, I wanted to blow up some trains while I waited, so I listened to him teach me network things while blowing up steam engines, because that's what you do.
For the record, you set them all down the track, and they all blew up at the exact same spot.
Well, you know, it's there may have been a collision involved.
Yeah. Are you going to explain to, like, HQ why this delivery is late, or is that my job?
We have, I mean, technically that'd be the conductor's job, right? Like, that's the whole point. The conductor is in charge of the train.
He was busy pooping in the caboose and didn't give us the right directions.
Basically, yeah, that's 100% what happened. Side note, I need to name a song "Poopin' in the Caboose" now. What's this one called? This one's called "Poopin' in the Caboose."
What's it? That's what they would have been though, just a hole in the caboose, right? You know.
Well, you know, I've not actually. No, I've been in some standard gauge cabooses that have a toilet, but yeah, I mean the toilet, literally, it's just a hole and it goes down to the tracks. So
we are barely gonna make this if we do.
I think so. We're coming up. You're like a car and a half from the switch. Come on, sweetheart, keep going.
It might die. It might.
If it just makes it, I'm gonna laugh.
As long as we can switch the switch, I don't really care.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I couldn't, for whatever reason, the comms remote was not working. Okay. Now it is, but it wasn't then.
Let me switch it.
Yeah, but I don't think the pilot truck cleared, so we may not actually be on that set of track. Oh, maybe we are.
Time to find out.
We are. Okay, how about that? Look, nothing happened. Right. Forget the last 10 minutes occurred, viewers. It's fine.
Yeah, no big deal. We're good. We're back on schedule. Everything's good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Didn't need a diesel to fix our problems.
Nope. Nothing happened. It's fine.
Somehow, I don't know how we still have boiler pressure. You haven't even been doing anything. When I run a steam locomotive, I run the fire like constantly, and I still have no boiler pressure.
Well, we weren't moving, and if you're not moving, you're not really exhausting steam. So
I guess that's true.
I mean, that's.
Well, we were backing up there. I thought
we did, yeah. But I had a nice big fire in it, so it was okay.
Right. All right, I'm gonna stop trying to direct now. I know we're gonna coast downhill for a bit.
Okay, so let me see. Yeah, we've got a 50. I fell off the train for the 50th time this episode. It's fine.
Perfect.
So we're going right. Our next choice is going to be after the loop-de-loop here. We go around and cross under ourselves, and promptly thereafter we're going to have to go left,
yeah.
And then right at the next two junctions, and then it's onto the steel mill. But this is going to be the tricky section for you, my friend. There's going to be you're going to have to use some brakes. We're going to come across a couple 4 40 kilometer speed limits, so you're gonna have to be ready on the air here. We got a 60 though for now, so you can just let it go.
Yeah, I already lapped a bit of air though.
Well, the fire is almost out, but we've got pretty good boiler pressure and pretty good water, so I'm just gonna let it just kind of chill.
Yeah, I lapped. We're at like 2 bar of brake, so we're down at 40 already.
Oh wow, yeah, that's now you've got 2 on the brake cylinder, but you took almost a bar of reduction, which is a really good service brake. Look, he's learning automatic air, everybody.
The difference between this brake cylinder versus like the brake cylinder is what applies the brake to the wheel.
Yes.
Right.
And the brake pipe is the pipe that runs all the way down the train, right?
Which is the big reduction one.
Exactly. So the primary thing of it is the other needle you have is the main reservoir, which is our own supply of air we have on the engine. And then from your valve that you're controlling there, you then determine how much air gets sent down the brake pipe to the rest of the train. And each car and our locomotive itself has its own separate little tank that it fills from the brake pipe. And then it fills one way. It can't empty that via back into the brake pipe, right? It's got a check valve. And then we compare what is the brake pipe pressure to each car's little tank's pressure. And when we see a difference, we take that amount of air from the little tank, shove it in the brake cylinder. That's basically as simple as I could explain automatic air in 4 seconds here. So we don't need the cylinder cocks open. We got a 70.
I hear sloshing. Is that because our boiler's like ridiculously full, or is that some other problem?
No, I'm not hearing any problematic sloshing. It might just be sound effects.
Okay, I thought I heard problematic sloshing. Maybe I'm crazy.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't accuse you of being sane, but you know.
Yeah. This is a 60? 60.
60, yeah.
One thing I was wondering, okay, so I'm driving, I'm sitting on this side. My question from before, I'm sitting on this side. How do I ever see around a corner to the left?
You don't. That's my job.
It would never happen. I can't see anything to the left.
Nope, that is the whole point. Any left-hand curve the fireman is in charge of. We might want to get a little brake going, if you know.
Brake, we're good.
But yeah, any left-handed turn is the responsibility of the fireman. So I'm not supposed to shovel coal while we're turning left.
So wait, no one shovels coal while we're turning left?
Yes, if you can avoid it. Like sometimes you absolutely have to, and that's that. But generally, left-hand turn, it's the fireman's responsibility.
Fireman if you have to shovel coal while turning left.
Yeah, that's why you need to know the railroad, and that's why you start, at positions further back. And when you get into engine service, like you have to learn the railroad, and it's more important to know the railroad as a fireman than it is as an engineer, even. And only once you understand it all as a fireman, then you can be an engineer. So it's very logical how the progression works. Okay, we're coming up to that next tunnel. We're gonna be doing this downhill here. It's gonna be a long sweeping right-hander, so this is all gonna be on you. And I get to sit here and not boil too much water apparently, because I can't take the coal out. I guess I could shut the damper. But I don't get to do hardly anything because we're not using steam and we're going downhill. So I get to sit here and giggle at you.
We're wasting a whole ton of water blowing it out, aren't we?
Well, yeah, I mean some, not a whole ton, but yeah, some. They say that I think the metric that I always heard that is one of the sayings from the old heads is that every time you pop the safety, you've wasted 2 scoops of coal. Now the scoops of coal in Derail Valley are basically. I mean, they're gigantic, the amount of coal you put in with the shovel every time,
like
because
in real life,
you're
wasting, every time you pop the safety, you waste like 2 shovelfuls of coal.
Basically, yeah. That's the old head
That's
tail.
a lot.
Right. Yeah. So
that's a lot of steam to just like bleed out.
It is. It's the mark of a good fireman to not pop the safety, and it's an interesting thing because a lot of people, when they learn things about trains, they go, "Oh man, he's popping the safety. He's being a good fireman. He's making a lot of steam." And it's actually the measure of the person who can walk the middle between the two, not popping the safety but generating enough steam. That's the mark of a good fireman.
Do you know what the pressure drop is across a safety?
Get ready.
Like, is it like a 10 psi? Like it'll bleed out 10 and then that's it, or does it bleed out 30, or like a bar? You know what I mean? Like, do you know how much it actually? Because it has to bleed out some amount, right?
Okay, everybody, say it with me. It depends.
Yeah, of course. It depends on
typically, the safeties have a setting for what they pop at. So when they open up, we call it a pop. They have that pressure setting, but then they also have a blowback ring, so you can adjust that. We got a 40 coming up.
Bro, I'm already
he's all over it.
Out
Perfect.
through the window to look back in at my own speedometer.
Good man, good pirate. Anyway, usually folks tend to set the blowback for about 5 psi. So if you pop at 200 psi, it takes you down to 195, and then it reseats and goes. But honest to God, depending on the weather and the barometric pressure in the atmosphere, because it's basically just a spring comparison between boiler and outside, sometimes that will wander a little bit, and as long as you're within,
you're fighting
a pound
the
or
spring,
two,
essentially. That's what you're doing.
it's about 5 pounds. Sometimes it's a little more, sometimes it's a little less. Sometimes they don't want to adjust much down that way. It depends on how long the safety's been in service, how recently it's been rebuilt, and how much water has been sucked through it by bad firemen. You want to ruin a safety, pop with the water super high and suck water through the safety. That's the surefire way to ruin a safety valve. So, or at least make it very hard to adjust later.
Why are we?
But
it says negative 2.8. Wouldn't that mean
we're going downhill? Yeah.
we were losing speed there, though?
It's a pretty sharp curve too. So
I guess, yeah, we went from like 40 to 30.
Yeah, I mean, curves do bind pretty significantly when they're that sharp, so.
Yeah, no, it's fair. I wanted to make sure I thought the grade was still downhill, but I was like, what the heck? Why are we losing so much speed? But yeah, now we're good.
Cool.
Losing a bit here too. We're gonna pick up a little bit, but.
Yeah, and we're gonna be coming up to that switch relatively soon, so make sure we're not going too screaming quick. I believe it's one more tunnel, I think.
Needs to lap more. Needs to lap a lot more.
Yeah, yeah. That whole downhill thing that we were talking about. Yeah, it's doing that.
Yeah, we're there. We're good.
Perfect. All right. Well, I don't trust my comms remote, so I'm gonna just jump ahead and flip that switch. Oh my god, this is actually really cool. It's not my train. I don't even have to be in charge of it. Watching you pop out the tunnel here.
Actually, I don't have a fireman, and I'm turning left. So
I'm
rule
here.
violation number
Hello.
2.
It's fine. It's fine.
Expert
it's fine.
fireman here.
I'm here. What are you on about?
That's two rule violations. Not protecting my left turn. And
I'll take the demerits.
I don't remember what the first one was.
It's fine. Not watching where we were going earlier, I guess.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, not turning down the switch. Yeah,
that one.
But I mean, technically, that's the conductor, I guess. So it's not really. That's like a half a point, right?
We need we need more train crew.
You assumed the conductor role, so you know.
I did. I'm just trying to go easy on you on your first day here. So.
Yeah. No, I get it. 3-month probation. I'm pretty sure I would have been fired if we drove a train down the wrong track on my first day. I don't know.
You might not. It depends, but yeah, definitely the probationary period. We call it your derail. You're on your derail still.
That's for sure.
You wouldn't pee in a cup for a wrong direction unless it was
down the wrong track.
Unless it was.
What if it was a school trip though, and there was a train full of school children?
It was 39 cars. I left it not 8. Yes. God, that. Yes. Pain.
We can be Hollywood movie writers, like script writers.
It would be so easy. Sometimes they write themselves. It's fine.
They really do.
I definitely have still partial scripts for 2 different films that I really want to make someday as jokes. One of which being Unsplodable, which is the remake of Unstoppable, but about Splody boys in Derail Valley. And then the other one being Pirates, the main line, because I think just ripping off pirates would be really fun.
True.
So,
wait, third one.
What's that?
Chew Fast, Chew Furious.
Oh, Chew Fast, Chew Furious! I forgot! Yes, we gotta do that.
It's like an incredibly serious train racing movie about guys who race their custom steam locomotives.
It would be perfect. I'm excited for
I don't even know how you set up the track for that. It doesn't matter.
Well,
they actually show up at the main line.
They actually they actually do quote unquote race steam trains in Australia, where they've got 4 main tracks. I mean, you could do it.
Right. So
but I'm excited for the Shinkansen edition of Tokyo Drift.
Yeah. And the main guy's all about family, right? Like all about that family. You know?
Family. You can have anything you want so long as it's a quarter Corona.
Yeah.
Right? Is that how that works?
Pretty much.
I live my life a quarter Corona at a time.
But yeah, Chew Fast, Chew Furious. That would be a great movie. Like just dead serious guys who are all about their steam trains and.
Right. Maybe they do some crime or something as well on the side.
Yeah, exactly. There's probably some crime involved. Train heists.
Right,
They probably
exactly.
heist other trains to like pay for their training.
All right, I'm gonna go head out on the pilot here and watch our switches because we're coming up to our series of 2 junctions.
This is possibly the easiest route you can do in this game. Honestly, it's just downhill.
Downhill is, yeah, it's quite nice.
Although it's
doing
about
that.
to be uphill really soon. I know that
It's
much.
going to be a little uphill, yeah, but not nowhere near as bad, and we're going to be hitting it at track speed. So we're lying to the right, so all good, and we got 60, so
Yeah, we're only
keep her
doing like
coming.
50. I'm not even touching.
I was going to say, I don't hear steam being used. So,
No.
But one more junction, it's probably lying to the right at that other junction, but you never know.
I guess you have a schedule to keep, right? So,
Depending
like,
on,
if the track limit
potentially.
is 60 and I'm doing 50, I'm probably gonna fall behind schedule. Like, would I?
Basically, yeah. If we were a timetabled train, you need to run at track speed. Like that's just the answer, right? And any delay
track speed then.
could cause some problems. And we're lined again to the right coming up, so we should be all good. And I'm gonna hop back in the cab here. Yeah, I recently
How do I go faster? I got reg full out. I'm at half.
hook up the bar, dude.
Like go less bar?
Yeah, less. Hook it up. Get a little. I mean, you can have it darn near center, and it'll still apply thing, and then just give it more beans. How about some more beans,
I'm
Mr.
at
Tiger?
full beans. So full beans. Just leave it full beans.
Perfect. Well, I'll give you some more beans.
Just get closer and closer to center on the bar, and it'll go faster.
More or less. I mean, it's more efficient use of the steam. Yeah, which helps with
So like
speed.
even
but
if I go full open here, this isn't going to make me accelerate any faster.
it
than
will
the
make
bar
you
up?
accelerate, but it will make the pressure gauge dive south very quickly. So it's
Right,
kind of hard
because
to sustain that. But I mean, I'll give you some more coal. Give you some
it's
more
fine. I
thing to
just
play
wasn't
with.
sure what the logic was behind that. If it
Right,
was,
so when you move the bar, you're just lessening the travel of the valve, which is the
yeah,
cylinder on top, right?
The cylinder.
And then that means that you get more expansion of the steam. So you're using the steam much more economically because steam expands so much and it's so compressed. I want to say that steam is 1,700 times the volume of water. So if you have a gallon of water, it becomes 1,700 gallons of steam.
But if it's expanding, like you're not getting extra, you're gonna get less force out of it because
Exactly.
it's gonna be a lower pressure.
Right, which is why you actually, technically, you'd get more speed with it all the way in the corner, and this is one of the big myths that a lot of games get wrong, and I love that they got it right in Derail Valley, is where if you hook up the bar or the reverse or whatever it is, you bring the reverser closer to center, you go faster, and you have to do that in order to have the economy of scale of your pressure. But you absolutely will go faster with the bar in the corner. I mean, I've watched poor Dusty running 20 at the Cumbres Toltec, one of our engines. We took it down to this 64-mile long narrow gauge railroad in southern Colorado. It's beautiful, but we went down there and he's going track speed. He's doing almost 20 mile an hour going through these windy bits. And 20 decided to be a little cheeky to him, and she unclasped her Johnson bar and threw it all the way forwards. And he probably did 50 mile an hour in place while going 20 mile an hour. Like the wheels went crazy instantaneously. So you absolutely will go faster with the bar or the reverse all the way forward. You just really can't sustain that for very long.
Another question: any reason why my fire is sparking like we're pooping coal out the stack?
Because you're working the engine really hard.
Okay, cool.
Which, I mean, coal burners, there are many a legend about coal burners burning down the countryside. So, you know, oil's a little bit better in that regard for sure.
Yeah,
but
look at that. I take the reverser back and it calms down. We're cooking now. We're doing track speed 70. It said it was 70, so
Perfect. You'll love to see it. I'm gonna keep giving you some fuel to play with. We're gonna be coming up on that big
90. Okay, we
the
got
big grade. Yeah, this is actually the fastest chunk of track in the valley. Basically, this is where, with a different mod for the wheel arrangements, I got a locomotive up to 150 some kilometers an hour.
That's pretty good.
It was pretty cool. It was moving.
Did you survive the inevitable turn that you had to hit? Or no?
No, I was trying to see how fast I could go, and it flew off and rode off into the sunset on the grass. So yeah, once we go past this bridge and get on the right hander, we're going to be coming into the grade before the steel mill, and it'll be our last way to work up, and then we can go turn the job in. So I'm proud of you. You've learned automatic air today.
Yeah, I
again, shapes next week, maybe colors after that.
I kind of knew a little bit about it, but I was never really applying it correctly, I don't think.
It's a little nuanced.
I understood that you had to, like, you know, hold the pressure at a certain, like
right.
You know, turn them on and off, but it kind of doesn't, it makes sense.
Right. It's a goofy, nuanced thing, and self-lapping is so much easier because you just move the handle and it just works.
I feel like it's also a lot easier, though, when I don't have to manage my own fire.
Right, yeah, there's a reason that you have two-man crews on a steam engine.
And, like, my water. I feel like a lot of the time when I'm running the locomotive by myself, I waste a lot of water and fire just by, like, over-burning it.
Sure.
You know, like, over-shoveling coal and then over-producing. Oh, this gets really slow.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to manage all that all by yourself. So, I mean, Lord knows when you're really firing one of these engines, I mean, it's a full-time job working up a hill. So, yeah. Yeah,
like every time we did those races, you always had way better efficiency use of steam and stuff.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure it's just because I always get too excited on the fire. You haven't really shoveled much at all, which like I would have shoveled 600 times between now and. You know what I mean? Like, we'd be half empty on coal. I think you only ever shoveled when we left, and, like, that's it, so...
I've put a couple scoops in here and there. I mean, we still got most of the tender, but it's mostly been downhill. Except for right now, which is uphill, so you might need to, I don't know, use some of the sand that you almost ran out of. There you go. Fun fact, catching a slip with sand IRL is a really, 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 really bad thing. But it doesn't matter in the game, so... no! What can you imagine as a mechanical engineer if something is going really, 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 really fast and all of a sudden the friction changes...
You shoot sand off at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
No, I've actually heard of driver...
a sandblaster?
No, the wheel center of the drive wheels cracked on a locomotive once that I've heard of
nice.
When somebody caught a slip with sand. So it's like,
Stupid question, Mr. Conductor. Are you putting us in the right...
I did. Yep, we're lined up. Bring him in.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, that's Mr. Chief Conductor or something, fireman person to you. Anyway.
Yes, sir, absolutely, sir.
Okay, well, we're wandering it up the yard throad here, and we're gonna go into the B3, and then we'll tie it down and dump these cars off, turn the job in, and it'll be our first multiplayer, actually in person, like real multiplayer. I can stare at you.
It's so much easier. We
can
get so much more career progress done if we actually
so cool. Right.
Like, if we did a multiplayer career where we start with, like, just the terrible little diesels, you know?
Right. You'd get so much more done.
So much done, so much quicker.
Right. Yeah, it's really neat, and you can actually interpret and tell the story of the railroad a lot better with more than one person. I mean, obviously, Derail Valley built for VR, so it wasn't their priority, but the fact that folks have modded this in, and that it works as well as it does. Still some bugs, and they're still working on developing the last of the features. Some of the things like inventory synchronization and stuff isn't quite there yet, but that's what they're working on. It's just fantastic. I mean, we're here. I'm able to fire an engine for you, which in the sim that Derail Valley is, I mean, it's just awesome. So,
yeah, I like the. We need a bigger crew now.
Right.
Now I wish Derail Valley had like double track everywhere.
Right. Yeah, that's gonna quickly become the challenge.
Some of the main lines were doubled, like,
or passing tracks or anything, because it's really not set up for that. Yeah. But we'll have to see what comes of it. Who knows? With mods, and people have modded in custom maps as well. Maybe some folks will make some mods to add that sort of stuff now that it's more possible. So.
I fell out.
You fell out, and you're just letting the sand go down, and it's fine. Why don't you bring us to a nice, easy stop there? And I'll find a handbrake. Was I not
supposed to slam all the brakes immediately?
I mean, that's fine. Yeah.
that's how you stop a train. Okay, we take that off. Leave that out.
That should be all good. I'm gonna turn in the job here. Katunk.
Okay.
36 minutes. We made 70 grand just on the base price here, with a bonus of 35,000 for the time. But we made $104,000 with no damage to the environment. How about that? Well, look at that. We've got all kinds of money now. But I mean, we're just playing sandbox for the sake of doing, the fun. But anyway,
you don't gotta tell them that, Heist.
Shh. They didn't know.
I'm out of here.
Okay.
Full speed ahead.
Okay. Bye.
Until my train derails.
Bye, buddy.
I don't know how long it's gonna take. We're gonna find out. Oh, you're already here. Hey, what's up?
Hello. Yep. I mean, it probably won't.
It's just full beans. So.
All the beans. Yeah, I mean,
it was 100. Nice.
You'll make it a while, I guess. I don't know. But if you're full beans, I mean, come
there's a 60 coming up.
Come look at the pressure gauge. We're doing 85. The pressure gauge is literally just falling from the sky. It's fine. This is a 60 because it's a junction. It's not really a 60, so
Gotcha.
we'll make it up this hill for a little bit, and then I don't know what's gonna happen. But seeing your long, luscious locks blowing in the wind is
like little frame
great.
jitters and stuff. Like it's not really like there's like a little bit of like desync. It feels faster in multiplayer.
It feels like we're schmoving. So
yeah, it feels like we're a rocket ship.
It's yeah, definitely.
Are we gonna lose the tender first, do you think, or the locomotive?
Probably the locomotive because it's gonna enter the curve first. That's how that works.
Yeah, I don't know. The tender might suck though.
Well, true. The tender might suck. That's very fair.
This is this is still going.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not been crazy track yet. If we're lined, no, we're not lined left. We might go off on that bridge. That's my betting money. We're gonna go off on the bridge.
On the bridge.
Over there. Over there.
Okay, I see it.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think it's
still
I don't
80.
think that's steep enough, dude.
It looks sharper from
I think
further
we're
away.
gonna go off at the corner after the bridge.
That's probably accurate. Join us. Join now on your phones. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting spicy derail noises. Little picante.
Yeah, this corner. This is it. This is the corner. This is the unstoppable corner. This is the corner that's elevated over an oil refinery
it's
in the middle of a downtown core.
Yes. Literally.
Is it?
All of the plots.
Is it actually not?
I don't know. Well, they didn't come off in Unstoppable either, so, you know, we're just being authentic to the plot
here.
here.
Did they go up on 2 wheels or something?
Yes, unfortunately, because of course they had to.
And that's exactly how trains work. If it went up on 2 wheels, it would definitely 100% fall right back down.
1,000%. You definitely would not roll the rail over first.
Gone off the track at all.
Is there like
we're gonna derail in the tunnel? Like how uneventful, dude.
Like come on, for reals.
Are we actually not even?
We might blow up first. It's out of water. I don't know.
Out of water, we're still going at
out of water.
speed.
It's only got 4 bar of pressure left. Like you just burned down the pressure gauge.
I didn't do anything. I just put it on 100, 100. Okay, it's gotta go here.
It's gotta go here. Like there's no way. Oh yeah, right at this kink. Yeah, there it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Perfection.
Did you ride the tender? Yeah.
I got knocked off by trying to ride it, but yeah, you've made it quite the distance here. I've driven across the universe in a diesel before in this game, which is fun. Are you not gonna blow up?
That was pretty good. It's not gonna blow up. No,
that's depressing.
There's no water, but yeah, I mean, there's no coal either.
Well, the fire temp's still hot enough. It could blow up.
Is it gonna?
Gonna just get the blower open the blow down, make sure the water is low enough.
Oh yeah, get rid of all the water. Maybe it'll blow up.
Oh yeah, it's doing the drippy sounds. It's gonna go boom.
What's the drippy sounds?
That's the sound of the crown sheet crinkling to death.
Oh really?
Yeah, they've modeled. I mean, I don't think you'd actually hear that on a real locomotive, but it's a fun
like
tell.
Just go boom on a real locomotive.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a fun tell for the game.
And it's like, oh, pressure, bye, see ya.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, that's how pressure works.
Do it.
A certain submarine comes to mind when I think about.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing but reversed. So
reversed.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting.
Say it with me, kids. Fatigue stress. Anyway,
we're gonna cut the video right before the explosion happens.
That would be the evil thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Yeah, and let us know what you'd like to see in multiplayer. We've got a bunch of fun ideas, of course. Maybe some shenanigans, but
cool now.
Yeah, but we'd love to hear what you guys would like to see. And goodness, it's been so long. Last time I saw you was in person at your wedding.
Oh, that was cool.
And the last time we played video games together was an eon ago. But now we have something.
Yeah, well,
that we can do.
you could fix that heist if you, I don't know, did something.
I'm working on it. Okay.
Project, that.
We will get there when we get there. Don't make me turn this car around. Are you gonna blow up, Choo Choo?
This hasn't blown up yet. I'm a little disappointed.
Oh, the fire's cooled off now. Well,
do we need coal?
Let me. Where'd the tender end up?
Where's the tender?
Can I get coal from the tender upside down and sideways? Yeah, there we go.
Where is it?
It's over here.
Where's over here? You said over here.
It's further, back on the track. Let's see, blowers. Okay, wide open. I got a little coal in there.
Wait,
It's rolled over right here. Over here, Con. Hello, hello.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Listen, it's dark. It blends in. Okay.
It's true. It is.
I don't even have. I don't have a shovel. I can't actually help you.
Well, now the fire temp's super hot, and there's no water. So do the thing. Maybe if I stop the air compressor from existing, stop using my steam. I need it to blow up.
Does it just?
Oh, it's crinkling it again. You hear that sound? First it'll go to your thighs, and then you blow up. Right? Is that how it works in SpongeBob? There we go. Hey, look, it made it a little further. It's fine.
I love how it rolls, like when it explodes, like somehow that would...
Right. That's,
awesome.
Yeah. Well, Con, this went about as expected, I think.
Yeah. No, hold on. Yeah. No, that's a perfect picture there.
I was gonna say, let me stand proud next to your explosion.
Stand next to your work. That's great.
Okay.
Great.
Photo time. Your turn.
Yeah. Oh, do you want me to look?
Look at that jump for joy.
Like it blows me on.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Con did it. You can tell he's not a railroader because he left his character in the gauge. It's fine.